Today we are making this real-time energy aura effect in Blender. Just a heads up, this is very similar to my previous video where I make this real-time heat distortion effect. So if you watched it, you probably already know how to make this. But anyway, let's get started. Here I have this human base mesh with an emissive material. I want these emissive areas to cause the energy effect around the character. By the way, I am using ACES view transform. I just like how emissive materials look in it. I also have a camera in the scene. Let's go to the compositor. You can switch to compositor from here. Also, to see anything we do here in the viewport in real time, you have to enable either camera or always from here. I set it to always. Make a new compositor setup. I'll start by adding a glare bloom node. This will add some glow to the scene. Set this to high and reduce the size and strength a bit. Add another copy of it and increase the threshold and size. Reduce the strength just a bit. This glare out socket will give us just the glow effect, which is what I am going to distort in order to make the energy effect. For that, I add a displace node. We can use this to distort the image. I add a noise texture, plug the color into displacement. Value is not enough, so I add a vector math scale node and increase the value. Right now it's just distorting only to positive directions. So uncheck this normalize and it will distort in all directions. Now I can adjust the scale, roughness and especially distortion to get the energy effect I am after. Next, I am going to add this on top of our render after adding the glow. So add a color mix add node and add this to here. Set the factor to 1. Now we have this nice energy looking effect around the character. We have a slight artifacts around the corners. For that, just set these two inputs to extend. We got the basic energy effect, but it is very static, so let's animate this. Set the texture to 4D and plug a scene time node to 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒔. Too fast, so put a multiply node in between and adjust the value. I go with 0.2. I also want the texture to move up over time. So duplicate this, put it here and plug an image coordinates node. Plug the uniform into the vector. This doesn't change anything but gives me the option to add a vector math add node in between. Plug a combine XYZ node to it. And we can animate this Y value to move it up. So just like before, I can use the scene time node with the multiply node. Set this to like -0.1 to move the texture up. This looks great, but we can polish this a bit more. Right now, we are adding this energy effect to the rendered image after adding some glow. But we can do the opposite of it as well. So duplicate this energy setup and put this distortion setup before the glare nodes. Plug the render image to the displace node. Plug that result into glare node. Now in our previous setup, duplicate this add node, plug the glare output coming from this into the add node. Now we have two layers of energy effect. They are both overlapping due to the same texture setting, so I changed some parameters of the duplicator setup. Turn down the scale and make it more like a stylized lightning effect. Increase the speed a touch as well. And this is our energy effect that works in both Eevee and cycles in real time. but you can see it affecting other bright areas of the scene as well, such as these lights in this HDRI. To isolate the emissive areas for the energy effect, I enable the emissive pass in the view layers. This gives me an emissive pass that isolates all the emissive materials in the scene. So unplug this connection from here and plug to this. You can see now we are only affecting the emissive areas. Here is what it was before and here is after. I do the same here as well. Now we have the energy effect, but the rest of the scene is gone. That's because here we are adding glow to just the emissive areas. So to add that back in, I duplicate this initial render image and plug it to here. We are adding the energy on top of the original render. If I want some glow in the scene in general, I can add these two glare nodes to here like this. That way, the bright areas in the scene will glow but without any distortions. And that's the real-time energy aura effect in Blender. You can use this trick for many stylized effects you are working on. Here I mask the emissive area to just the right hand of the mesh. And you can see without any issues it adapts perfectly. And that's the energy aura effect created in Blender using just the compositor. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.